So the interview process is so tricky where you're coming into it and you've done a little bit of research on the company, they've done a little bit of research on you, and it's like you don't know what you're going to get going to the company and they don't know what they're necessarily going to get coming to you. But a lot of times, if you're coming at it like, oh, I'm just so thankful to probably be in a position where I could probably get a job, you're probably not even asking the right questions when it comes down to what questions do you have for us time. And you could get yourself in a bad situation if you're not like seeing like what the company, how they feel, because there's stuff that you could research that you won't find out, like what their policy is, how they look at leadership or management. um, this is something I like to ask, if this is a new position that opened up or was it recently vacated. And I'll try to find out what happened. Ask them what happened to the last guy, person, girl, whoever was in there. And sometimes you can start to see it in the body language, like, oh, you asked them what the last person that left, and they start to like squirm, and you're like, oh, that didn't go well. Okay, tell me more. And they're like, well, it wasn't a good fit, and we needed somebody new. And they try to, so the way they answer that question will tell you a lot about what happened to the last person. And then the thing about the last person that was there is that it speaks for a lot. Like, why? Like, if it's a good job, it's a good position. Like, why would they have a bad feeling about the last person that left there? And one thing I haven't done yet, but I've come very close to doing, was after interviewing, find out who was the last person in that position, and reaching out to them myself and saying, hey, you know, um, I'm interested. I just interviewed for the position you had. Kind of like reverse references for the job itself. So, if you have competing positions or competing offers or things you could choose from, you could not get into a bad situation that you realize later, and then you're like, damn, I wish I had taken that other job because I would have probably been better off. We can't think about it too much because you're already in it, and the other job that's gone now. It's, I don't even know if you could like pull another job back from the brink once it's gone. It's like, just like, dude, so like you tell them no, and they just move on. They find somebody else, and you're just assed out, stuck in a bad place. But I wanna, I wanna think about that idea some more. I'm gonna run it by a couple people I know and see how they feel about it. Like doing that reference check of the last person that was in the job before, because you know employers, they do all the work, and then as employees, potential employees, we're just like, please take me, and that's all. It's like, that's not really a good way to enter a partnership, because that's what it is. When you work in someone's a partnership, and you want to know where their head's at, where they're going,